G4, feed off the semen, receive with that red carpet treatment. Raw fish, caviar and crackers at the Ritz. Can I dream for a minute? Shit. How about a meal worth of chips? At Vegas like, put it all on black. And the rest on the flight. I be up all day, I can rest on the flight. Can I dream for?
What's good, Jokers Club Nation? It is your boy Crooked Smile finally back with you guys, and we are back with the homie, the talk of New York, the big dog, the homie from another mother. We already know who it is, the boy Chef. How you doing, man?
I'm great, my brother. I'm great. I'm really excited. I'm actually excited for this because I was a fan of it, even though I was the first person to say it was a flop. But here's the crazy part about this is two things already before we go into our impact topic we're going to talk about today. Two things we might call way before anybody teased it with the aces and eights that we did, which is the numbers is killing it, and it's been teased a lot. And lately, Impact's been teasing maybe TNA's comeback. We did a get rid of Explosion, bring back TNA. So I don't know if Impact is listening, but they seem like they're stealing a lot of our shit.
It seems like it, man. And I got a few spoilers. I actually found out Aces and Eights is coming back. It is guaranteed. I have talked to somebody who is part of the Aces and Eights. Aces and Eights is coming back. I don't know if I'm supposed to confirm it, but here it is. It is spoiled. Aces and Eights is coming back. And I can't say the other one yet because there's a contractual obligations or contractual stuff, but I might know where the central character is moving off to.
All right, you know what? We'll try to let's stay away from that for at least a week.
I know where he's going, but
No,
I'm gonna keep it on the low. I can't say nothing.
No, we'll stay away. Matter of fact, let's just get on to our topic because now I'm like asking you. You know what I mean? Like, but the crazy part is, we also said that one of the main people, the former TNA champion, might be James Storm. Before James Storm was teased, again, we do this. Like, we're like Nostradamus of the podcast game right now. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
It's so.
See, the thing is, because we know what we're talking about, and you know, a lot of these people are like, "Oh no, they have no idea what they're talking about." But it's like, we do. Like, I have the inside type stuff. I'm a wrestler. I know what this shit goes on. You know, you always going around some type of loophole to figure out what's going on. You got connections on the inside as well. So,
I do.
So the whole thing is like, we're on top of this stuff. A lot of people aren't. So
yeah, like,
it is what it is.
We don't need dirt sheets. You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
So
no.
Actually, I don't even click on that garbage. But so I was thinking, and I'll start this off this way. For that fourth competitor, if it's James Storm, so James Storm comes in, you hear you're sorry about your damn luck. Comes out to normal music, right? Fight goes on, blah blah blah. So now there's three other wrestlers. So Storm counts one as the four. So if towards the end of that match, lights go out, Storm has to handle one person. Two other people have to handle the other two. What better way to bring back James Storm as champ, but you also bring back Bram and Ed Kingston as DCC, who equalized the other two guys in the match. And Storm goes over, DCC comes back, and Storm is now the champ that everybody's been wanting for the longest.
Yeah, no, that'd be great, to be honest, you know. Or you could have it to where this would be perfect to put him into the situation. Storm's down and out for the count, you know, and he's about to be pinned. Lights go out. That clock from DCC starts running. And the next thing you know, your boy Kingston and Bram are in the ring. Storm is by turnbuckle waiting to give somebody the last call super kick. And guess what? Boom. Knock him 1, 2, 3, James Storm's your champ, and you got not only do you have James Storm as your champ that you want, you have your DCC back.
And this time, they have to go with the program. They can't do what they did the last time. Like,
No.
trust me, I love Graham. I love Storm. I know how it's supposed to be. You know, we've talked about that a few times. But now, if you do this right, we don't know if they'll be at the cave. We did a podcast on that. We don't, you know, obviously you feel that the Ace of the Nates from the inside information you got is coming back. But Ace of the Nates is going to run roughshod. They're just going to be deep. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be serious. You need something to be able to compete with the Ace of the Nates. And I don't remember if it was 5 or 6 masks, but back then they were going to start recruiting to make the DCC a serious thing. So, you know, I don't know who on creative decided to go left, but they went left and really botched the DCC. But
without a doubt. Because I knew they were coming out as a serious group, and out of nowhere, like you said before, they put them on the fact of life with Eli Drake, and then they just from there made it a comedy thing. It's like you guys were pushing these guys as a serious thing, like saying they were getting ready to take over Impact and everything else like that. Like they had them in the news, like the news set up with their suits on and everything else like that, being all serious, and then you do that. It's like, bro, you just killed a major thing that you could have like hitting a home run with and fucking ran with for years. Technically, you could have ran on with this for a while,
dude. Like, and that's the part that I think gets me the most is like, if you go through any Eddie Kingston promo outside of Impact Wrestling, you'll see a guy who represents the street. You know what I mean? Like Eddie Kingston is a hood dude who he talks real extra. You know, he's not going to give you your cookie cutter typical I'm gonna talk real loud wrestling promo. He's going to say shit that a lot of, you know, he's right. A lot of promotions want to stay away from. He curses too much. He's out of control. You know, he talks real crazy. Then you got Graham, who's always been an intense, aggressive guy. You know, and James Storm, we've seen James Storm busting people upside the head with bottles for years. Like, and all of a sudden they're a cartoon gimmick. Like what we got? You got 3 serious dudes, and you put them into this corny gimmick so you could do the broken thing, and then, you know, everything else. It was bad. But you also had it was bad storytelling, bringing Graham into it, because you had him. I love Rosemary. We talked about this. I thought that was until the ending. Like, you literally had Graham get thrown into a trunk. Storyline, you never see him.
Yeah, no.
It pops up. Where did you leave? You park outside, you know, James Storm's house, like, you know what I mean? So he could pull him out, put a mask on him. Like, what did y'all do? You were in the middle of the woods of some bar. You jumped the guy, put him in a trunk, and all of a sudden, like 3 months later, he comes back as DCC.
Yeah, I have no clue. I just fucking dumbfounded me as shit. Yeah, no, because I totally forgot. Yeah, they put him in the trunk and then drove off, and it was just like never to hear from Bram again. It's like they freaking, you know, that might be the body that they found over there in what's his name, like the Gator King or whatever. That might be the body they found.
Was it Gator? No. Is it Gator King or was it like that lion guy?
Yeah, I think it was to do with the Tigers or some shit. It's so stupid. Tiger King, there we go. Yeah. I was like, it might be his house. You never know, because they just found a body there.
Listen, I don't know. If they start to throw bodies over there, you know, it is. I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing. But
see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil.
I don't know the number for 911. I don't know the number. But I mean, to be honest with you, at this point, there's so many. It's Slammiversary. I'm excited for it because it needs to be a home. You know, like I'm really excited now because obviously Ace of the Nates is going to happen. So I'm hyped for that. but I don't want to see Bully Ray.
I don't think it's going to be.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like I like the Ace and Ace before, but as we touched on it, it was all revolved around him.
Yeah, no. I could probably get a little bit more in depth with that. With the person. No. We'll talk about this later. Like I'll probably get more depth from that person and whatnot, and we'll see.
You know what? Do you think we can get that person on here eventually?
Oh, without a doubt. I can pretty much promise you I can get that person on here.
Because I think that'd be cool to kind of say, not obviously we didn't make it happen. They made it happen. But
so, I'll say this, and I think you'll probably know who I'm talking about in just a second because I can't say the name. This person kind of owes me a favor because I got him into Universal Studios one time.
Homie, you got a lot of people into Universal Studios.
Not wrestler wise.
Because you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was mixing up when you worked at Universal and you met them. I was mixing that.
Oh.
Because I was like, I remember when we used to go to the Impact Zone, you were like, oh, this person was on Rocket, and I met this person at Rocket. And you know what I mean? Like, I remember you going upon that. But wait, is that person that we talked about yesterday is joining them or no?
I didn't hear that. I was busy yesterday. You know this.
You know what? Get up and show your art because I'm going to do this. We don't really like this. Listen, the guy we interviewed, maybe
Zach
a month
Monstar.
ago, Zach Monstar. His brand is Madhouse, and he did all this thing for the homie yesterday. And you could already see that it looks super official. It's not peeling. You know, it looks really good.
Honestly, it feels good. Like I can hit it, everything. You know, like how you're sore afterwards, but he does it so clean, bro. Like honestly, most people are like, "Oh yeah, tattoos hurt." Blah blah blah. Honestly, the only tattoo that hurt was right here in the middle. That U for Madhouse, because it hit the vein. Other than that, dude has light hands when he works and everything else like that. And like his needle that he uses is so quiet compared to everybody else's. You can't even hear the needle going off while he's doing the work. Like you can hear it a little bit, like very, very faintly, but it's so quiet. Like,
dude, when I got these, that shit sounded like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like we were joking and everything, and he was actually saying he actually did his wife's tattoo in their room, and nobody even knew what was going. Like no one heard it or anything. It's that quiet.
Oh, that's official. I just wanted to shout out the big homie Zach Monstar because
of course.
Listen, if you're in Florida and you hear this and you're interested in getting a tattoo and you want a real dope artist that's not just gonna bang you off your head and try to rob you for your pockets, this guy
reach out. Yeah, just reach out to me at crookedsmile_HT6. Get with me, and then I'll actually physically give you like his email or his Instagram as well, so you can reach out to him and stuff like that.
No middleman, y'all get what y'all get, and you already know dude is super talented. He's an amazing wrestler. You know, we try to promote people. We try to promote good people on the show. And Zach Monstar is one of the dopest dudes. Like gave us his time, been super honest with us. Crooked Smile at one point got waterboarded. We found out, which I'm still enjoying that part of the podcast. This is my homie for real. Like this is not just the dude that I know on social media. We started the podcast. Like this is my brother, and I never heard the waterboarding story. So when I heard the waterboarding story, it was brand new to me. And I was like, "Holy shit! Like you waterboarded my homie." You know what I mean? Like, but
I'm sure the promo's still out there somewhere where I'm getting waterboarded. So it's out there.
And it was super awesome. But my main thing, trying to get back to Slammiversary. You know, it's been a while since we've gotten this far off with this.
Oh yeah.
We used to jump off things like crazy, but you know what? This is an exception. We're talking about an artist here and a wrestler. I think that EC3 or the Miracle have to show up at Slammiversary. I don't want you to say nothing. We know that Rusev will not be showing up because he actually contracted COVID-19 recently, which it's not a funny matter. But obviously he won't be showing up. So we have Crooked Smile certified aces and eights will be there. I hope Eric Young is going to be there. There's a lot of things that can go into it.
See, and the thing is with the Eric Young situation, like I don't know if we spoke about it on the pod or if we did it. Like I think we did it through the messaging. That they're possibly bringing out Super EY, and I'm like, they bring out Super Eric Young. If they're gonna bring out that gimmick again after how serious he's been looking lately, I'm like, I don't even think you can bring back Super EY, especially with how his tattoos fit on him and everything else like that. It wouldn't look right.
Dude, like, there's no way Super EY can come back because you can't go from the world-class Maniac into Sanity, which took, obviously, the world-class Maniac and put him into, like, a post-apocalyptic kind of crazy-looking character to Super EY. Like, wow.
We're talking about Impact.
Dude,
sadly,
that would piss me off so bad. Like, to be completely honest with you, that would actually make me. I would actually be disgusted because that would make absolutely no sense to do what you're doing. You got enough faces. I hate the fact that people feel heels can't go against heels. I don't care if you're a good guy versus a good guy, a bad guy versus a bad guy. I don't care if you're neutral. Just give me dope wrestling. Your creative should try to give us some kind of interesting storyline. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, and I think we talked about the last time with Sami Callihan, and obviously this was DCC, and we'll talk a Slammiversary, leading up to Slammiversary, so it's what we do. But why is Sami Callihan with Ken Shamrock? Like, it does nothing for Sami Callihan.
I asked myself the same question. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do a peer, like a mentor type ordeal with Callahan and Shamrock or what, but it's just off-putting because you had Sammy running as a bad guy, as a heel. Let me use Mark terms. He was running as a heel the whole time, and now he's turning face after being heel for 3-4 years, maybe even longer. It's like a sudden change too. It's not like a slow build into it. It's like a boom. All right, here you go. Now we're tagging you with Mr. I can't do a suicide dive off the fucking entrance ramp.
You know what the part that gets me is, like, they're trying to make ICU Sami Callihan like he's something different. ICU Sami Callihan is Sami Callihan, no different.
No.
They've done nothing different besides making entrance video and music. It's the same gimmick. It's the same character. Like, Sami Callihan was no different than he was the day before he turned ICU with OVE to right now with Ken Shamrock. But it's like you have the Tessa debacle. You have the Mike Elgin issue that now none of them are there. Why would you not put Sami Callihan, the next person you built up highly, in that position? Like, is there something you don't believe in this guy about? Because the fans love this dude.
I think he's on his way out. You heard it here first from Crooked Smile, so don't say I didn't say it.
The warning is there. Listen, today is July. I just want to get this right. July 14th. So the receipt is out there, and like a lot of craziness. If you're looking at the Joker's Club, Crystal Ball, we seem to be being very right a lot before anything is said. Just saying.
Just so you guys know, I'm inside the business, so I know what's going on. Right.
So, do you know when his contract ends or not?
I'm not 100% sure when his contract ends, but no, I just see him walking. I don't see him staying there much longer. I feel an AEW is coming on the horizon.
So you don't think he goes back as Jeremiah Crane?
No.
Nah.
I don't think WWE wants Sammy back.
He had problems over there or not?
I don't think he really had problems. I feel I know he did put in like a quote unquote 2-week notice to leave the company or something like that. Like he didn't want to extend his contract, and they granted it to him. They let him leave, and that's when he started going to smaller indies real quick. That's when he started doing the MLWs for a hot minute. Then he came over to Impact, and then went from there. But I feel AEW is probably going to be where he's going to go, and give or take, he might take on John Moxley or something like that. He might attack Moxley first.
So you think this is going to happen sooner than later? Because Moxley's, well, you're saying Moxley's going to still be champ at that time.
That's not what I said. I just said he's going to come after him. I just said he's going to come after Moxley. I didn't say Moxley would still be champ. I hope he is. But, you know, I would honestly, at this rate right now, I know we're going to take off the topic. I'm going to AEW. But I'd much rather see MJF holding that world title right now, being so hot as he is. And now that he's literally going on social media and ripping all these wrestlers in the E, especially as of yesterday or the day before, where he ripped The Miz.
Yeah, he did.
I was just like, okay. And he's got a point. Like he's doing a lot better than The Miz did back in his day. And I'm like, I hate to agree with you, but I do.
And listen, MJF is hot. MJF is to me, he feels like AEW version of EC3, how he talks and how he looks like a champ, like everything he does. So yeah, I mean, I can see it. And to be honest with you, for certain guys, like as of now, if I was Moose, I'd probably stay with Impact because they finally put a belt on me and they finally put me in a position. I know you don't like. I'm a Moose guy. I like Moose. But like for the longest, they did nothing with him, even when he was showing his loyalty. You know what I mean? Like they never did nothing for him. Sami Callihan, they slapped the belt on him and did shit with him neither.
Yeah, like, no, and I can agree with how Moose is going about it. You know, like he put his foot in the door, and you know, like they didn't do much with him to start, and you know, they're starting to do something with him. Kind of like how I am with ARW. You know, didn't do nothing with me for a while, and then now ball's starting to roll. You know, and it's all right. Like, you know, good things to happen to people that wait. You know, and patience is a virtue, and patience is key sometimes. You know, like. Just because somebody will like, or a head of talent or whatever will come up to you and be like, "Hey, right now we don't have nothing for you." Just, you know, but they'll give you something to at least do. But as long as you keep showing, you know, like, "Hey, like I'm knocking this out of the park." Like you can't just go up to him and be like, "I just knocked this shit out of the park. Like I should be fucking world champion or I should be a champion somewhere or blah blah blah." No, just, you know, they'll see it. What you do is never unseen. Like
facts.
That's the way I look at things, especially for wrestling. Like no matter what you do, it's always going to be seen either sooner or later, either way. And you know, people will see it growing and everything else like that. They'll be like, "Oh shit," you know, like he's getting to go on, everything else like that. Let's give him that opportunity. And guess what? Boom, it happens. You know, like, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't have the patience and the, you know, time per se to wait on something to happen. And it's like good things happen. I'm telling you, you know, like it all depends on your actions.
Here's my thing, because you'll know better than me. I don't know, like I know sports, I don't know wrestling like that. You know, I've never wrestled. But a guy like Desmond Xavier, we think super highly of him. We think he's the truth. Mm-hmm. Now, with him being loyal to Impact and paying his dues and doing what you said, trying to be patient. If his contract ends, I don't think he should stay. But is there enough out there where AEW goes, oh, I've seen enough of this kid, or did Impact really damage his brand?
You can't really damage him, honestly, because it's all in how he's working, and he's working phenomenal. No matter what he does, he's knocking it out of the park. He's giving 100% every time.
Yeah.
I don't see him going to AEW because they don't have a division for him. Like they don't have because they don't have like their quote unquote X division or their cruiserweights. So I know I'm sure they're probably working on a belt for a division, stuff like that. They just got the TNT title, so they're not rushing into another title automatically. But unless they give him the TNT title, but he'd have to be on TV for a little bit. But I see he sticks with Impact for a little bit longer. He might renew, and he might be given an X division title.
Who? I don't even know. Oh, no. Willie Mack. Willie Mack is the X Division champion.
Willie Mack's the X division, yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say I don't even know who it is, but I literally just was like, oh, it's Willie Mack because he's going against Chris Bay.
Yep.
So, if you had to, who's going to be that fourth guy in that match of Slammiversary? I'm going to call James Storm. Don't say because I don't want it. If you look like you're going to get in trouble, the last thing I want to do, I try to protect you heavy out here. You know that. I always try to protect you and make sure you don't say nothing crazy.
I'll say this. I know a few people that are going back and who are coming into Impact, and I feel I might know who the fourth person is, so I don't want to spoil it.
All right. Don't say nothing because they don't get that. And the last thing I want is people to be like, oh, man, Brooks smelled the fucking asshole. He spoiled it. You know what I mean? Because you know how these fans are. Like, they don't want to know.
I really want to say it, but I'm like,
no.
I'm going to spoil it.
Store, DCC comes back. They run shit. And listen, that clock is ticking. That's what I think.
All I will say.
Don't say.
The clock's ticking. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't say the clock is ticking. Listen, Slammiversary, I think on Saturday this year, right? It's the first time ever.
It's on pay-per-view?
Yeah. It's going to be Saturday night, which I like. I actually like the fact that it's not going to be on Sunday night because then you don't got to go to
How much is it?
Huh?
How much is it?
Homie, it's like 39 beans or something like that.
Well, let's have a watch party, bro. Split it.
If that dude was like $19.99, I'll say all right, but
no, I'm saying split it. Like we go down the middle. If it's like 39, what is that? 15 each? About 17 each? No, it's 20 each. I'm fucking slumped.
Dude, it's simple math here. It's 40 bones. I can tell you never hustled in your life. It's like your math is horrible, bro.
Jesus.
But listen. All right, so we can't go into that. Who do you have of Willie Mack, Chris Bay?
Chris Bay.
Wow. Okay, I'm definitely going with Willie Mack. I think Chris Bay is too new to the scene. But I think Willie Mack has at least another pay-per-view with that title.
All right.
So then you have Deonna Purrazzo versus the chick I can't stand. I forgot her name.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, her.
I'm gonna go with Deonna.
Facts. The only person. Listen, I'll always vote anybody over the other one. You got Ken Shamrock, Sami Callihan, the North. Yeah, I'm about to say, don't be that guy who actually thinks that Ken Shamrock's gonna win something because he's a bird.
Sammy's gonna turn on him.
You think so?
I think so.
And then what? Try to rekindle that feud again? Jesus Lord already. All right, you have we ready for the main event. I don't want you to say. There's only 6 matches on the card so far.
What talent do they have? Muscle left.
Dude, you got Moose versus old man Tommy Dreamer.
Moose.
It's funny because I did a podcast. We'll see if it goes up. I don't know. And the other person was a Tommy Dreamer fan. And I was like, yo, like Tommy Dreamer was cool, like, 10, 15 years ago.
If you say so.
Well, I'm just saying, like I know the ECW thing was popping in the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
We're in 2020. Like, the 90s is over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's dead. The fact that you got, like, guys like Rhino and Tommy Dreamer running around this company still doing it, like, and why does Tommy Dreamer always get a spot? Like, I keep trying to tell people, I don't want to hear the COVID thing. You're an independent worker. If Impact Wrestling, MLW, NWA, ROH, WWE, whatever else, whatever, anything that people know, if they go, yo, Crooked Smile, we're low on guys. I need you to come over here and either do a job or just be in a match. Are you, an independent wrestler, going to tell them, no?
No. This is probably where I'll probably get in trouble, but honestly, I don't care for COVID. I don't think it's a real thing. I feel they're testing the wrong thing. They're testing the antibodies, and that's not the right way of going about it. So COVID and coronavirus, now they're saying it's two different things. I don't know if it is or what it's not. I don't freaking research it, but I don't care for it, honestly, and a lot of people will be like, oh, so he's the guy who doesn't wear a mask. I wear a mask. Trust me, I do. I don't want to, but I do, just to follow regulations. But I feel this is so blown out of proportion, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's so much that's behind this that we don't even know. And I'm not going to talk about it because I can go on this rant for at least an hour.
Yeah.
So
we're not trying to get political, but if the opportunity presents itself for you to work on TV,
I would definitely be going.
Why would you say no? And it's not like Florida is the only state where there's independent wrestling. You know what I mean? Like every state has an independent company that's pretty big. So you have talent in every state. So anywhere you are, you call up your local big independent and be like, hey, yo, I need at least 2 or 3 guys. And boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm telling you, Impact has that partnership with OVW, so they can send people over there too. So I don't want to hear, oh, well, they don't have people because of COVID. Well, they have partnerships for a reason.
Well, if Impact's listening to their our podcast or whatever, since they apparently are, following exactly what we're saying, hit me up. I will gladly show up. Where are you guys at? Canada now? I'll gladly get a passport or something quick, and I will be on that plane before Slammiversary comes around. If you guys are here before Slammiversary.
Homie, we can drive if they need.
If we need to, yeah, we drive.
I'll take the ride with you. We'll have some fun. I'll watch you do what you got to do. And you know what? We'll knock down a Canadian beer, whatever they're drinking out there. We'll start saying, hey, cat, hey. But, nah, most real shit, it's like, I'm so sick of the time dream of being in positions. Like, Moose has this is his first big pay-per-view with that belt.
Yeah.
The first real title defense is going to be against Tommy Dreamer. Like, title runs come with great matches and who you with.
Yeah.
Like, what made WWE's run with Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Mankind? When those got HBK, you can go down that list of guys that kept coming in between each other and the rivalry that went amongst it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you're going to start off with Tommy Dreamer as that guy?
Yeah, I don't see why they would have Tommy Dreamer. I hope they do not put that TNA title on him. But if they do, things are going to go downhill. If
they put that TNA title on him, we might have to figure out another thing to talk about because I'll be completely over. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I know that we're doing it differently. We're not really doing reviews.
No, we're not.
At the same time, You know, the thing is, too, I want to say this: there's 6 million people who do reviews. It's like everybody home is just let me do a podcast, and they start one. You also have every wrestler who's bored is starting up their own podcast until things go over. So it's like you have all these new things. I like what we're doing now because we're giving a different look of what if, and the what ifs are coming with an educated decision of it's not just we're pulling out a random, hey, let's just think if this happens. We actually have an educated system going into it, and it is what it is. I mean, to be honest with you, uh, we're gonna have to link up, see if we do the Slammiversary thing. I think it'd be a pretty good idea. Uh, we'll definitely see. I mean, listen,
definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, facts. Now, is there anything we missed? Because we've already touched on DCC. We explained 2 different scenarios, and I like yours better. How DCC could work. Now, it was dope. It was dope. I gave you everything, and you had a system. You went into it and broke it down. I really like that. I'm looking at my son's guinea pig going ham right now. Like, it's to my left. This thing is going nuts. But so it's like we talked about Kingston, we talked about Graham, we talked about James Storm. Is there anything we missed going into Slammiversary? Because we talked about aces and eights, so there's a lot of stuff that we did touch into. Oh, and you also we had that before women's match like Kylie Ray, Rosemary, Taya, Susie. If you want for that last one, we'll get about
it. Probably Kylie Ray.
I like Kylie Ray. I'm definitely going to go with Susie because I like Susie better. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's your hostess with the mostest, Crooked Smile. And something is popping over there because your eyes are like...
Yeah.
But listen, send us out of here, my brother.
All right, guys. So you can catch me on Instagram at crookedsmile_HT6. You can follow Joker's Club on Instagram as well. Make sure you put a Z, not an S. Don't be a doofus. And so, people are still doing it. They're still putting an S. Like, why? Like, we tell you every podcast, it's a Z. Like, but I believe it's Joker's Club Pod on Instagram.
Yep.
All right, cool. Just making sure. Yeah. And you can catch our interviews here and reviews. Give you we even give you predictions. So next week we are going to have an interview with the boy Rich Swann. So it is confirmed, guaranteed. You heard it here first, and we cannot wait to have Rich Swann on. This is going to be huge for us. This is this is going to be our biggest interview possible. And I think he gave me free range to talk about anything that we want. He says he trusts me. I've known Rich Swann for a good 3 to 4 years now, so we're definitely gonna chop it up with the boy Rich Swann. And I'm gonna even question him. Just so you guys know, we're gonna tell you about the WWE 2K match that we had that lasted over 30 minutes to an hour just on a video game, and we're gonna tell you why that happened. But other than that, that's all I can say.
Boom. So Rich Swann, we got a pretty cool interview in August. We got one that should be coming up before August 11th. And I think one more. So we got a bunch of things that we're doing nowadays. Listen, I don't give a shit who says they're the #1 podcast. I'm going to tell you, we're the most entertaining, dopest, realest, smartest, baddest. It's what we do. This is the best podcast you're ever going to see. Much love to everybody that messes with us. Much love to every single one of you. On top of that, as soon as you hit that stop button, we out of here.
All right.